impressions over the past couple of
I'm
games?
excited. The energy being really strong. The guys are trying hard. Even on a day like today, we had an opportunity to install more defense. We had an opportunity to add a new critical situation. So a lot of moving parts happened today on what would be just like a Tuesday in the back third of spring ball, you know. But we got a lot done today. Very, very good, and a lot of learning, a lot of good teaching.
In that scrimmage on Saturday, it seemed like your defense played pretty well through all the units that saw the field. I mean, what was your observations from that?
Yeah, we got a long way to go. So much to coach. We make our cut-ups at the end to try to ring home all the teaching, the good, the bad, and the ugly, basically. And there was a healthy amount on all those cut-ups. So we got a long way to go.
Was there anybody or any group that stood out to you from that scrimmage on Saturday?
I wouldn't say a standout or a standout. I was pleased with everybody and their effort and how hard they played and battled. I mean, even in the first group with errors and mistakes, and the offense drives down, the ball's on basically the 10-yard line, and they bow their backs and make a play. What a great moment! What a great learning opportunity about, you know, as long as the ball's down on the field and we got a place to stand, we got a chance.
That's been a pretty consistent thing with your defense throughout history, right? Red zone defense, been pretty good at it. What has got you, I mean, how have you been able to instill that in your guys this early?
We just start right away and make a big emphasis of it. We believe in some core principles, not only tactically but also intangibly, just a mindset, and we try to pound it home, and the guys rally around it and have a lot of fun with it.
Coach, how are the linebacker unit looking as a whole?
Good. There's some carryover in spots, and in those spots with those fundamental techniques, they're further along. And then in some other areas where it's all new, not only the perspective of the plays based on where the players are standing, but also the fundamental work, and some players that are doing those linebacker jobs for the first time, that's moving a little slower.
In talking to some of the players, they say you're not afraid to be rigorous and get in their face and talk to them enthusiastically, but they say they never feel like they're being attacked. How do you walk the line between, hey, I'm going to be in your face, but not make it personal? Like, how have you developed that style over your coaching?
Well, it's not instantaneous, but you got to be able to build a relationship and a player-coach relationship. I think that although you can be aggressive, attacking, and excitable, and an excitable, you know, demonstrative coach, if you're not using disrespectful words and demoralizing words and emasculating words and dehumanizing words, if you don't communicate that way and that's not part of your DNA, then you can coach the guys. They want to be good. They want to get coached, and you build a relationship and communicate with respect and love. Being nice and telling people what they want to hear is not my version of love. So being honest and truthful and consistent and care and respect, that's the stuff that ties that bind.
What coaches in your journey, either you worked with or coached you, were like that, and you said, that's who I want to be like? That's the style that I prefer to use for myself.
Yeah, honestly, I feel so blessed to have so many people in my life dating back to Pop Warner football. I mean, I can name my Pop Warner football coaches that started this love for football because of the great experience I had with them. And I got better, and they cared for me, and we had fun. We had a good time. It was fun. And then it carried on into high school. And then I chose my college, and I got a chance to play for a bunch of guys that were the same way. We had fun. There was respect. You felt love. You felt loved and cared for. And the parameters were clear about your behavior. So, and I didn't do it all right. I did so many things wrong that I regret. But I had a lot of people that took time with me gave me a little bit of room here and there, and I'm blessed to be around those coaches.
One of those linebackers that's kind of doing this for the first time is Alex Davis.
Yes.
How has his spring gone?
It's gone good. He is a coachable guy that's smart and he tries hard, but he's one of the guys that has such a long way to go. A long way to go. It's all new. Everything is new.
Coach, at safety, you've talked about Aaron Williams, you've talked about Kalu, you've talked about Reed. What about Kieron Williams, and where do you see him on the depth chart?
Yeah, no. If we could not have a depth chart in the spring, we would. You'd have trouble organizing your practice because no one would know where to go or when to go on the field. But we'd like to not talk about that. And Coach Riley's in charge of all personnel decisions. But just in general, Kieron's doing a wonderful job. And he's been very coachable. He's trying to become a great teammate or a good teammate and get better. And he's going to be good enough and not only mentally and intangibly, but also with his skill set to participate on defense for sure.
The other day, Trent Gray pointed to Luke Gifford as one of the guys that has surprised him the most this spring, just with how far he's come from last season to now. What have been your kind of evaluation of him, just the job he's done this spring?
Yeah, Luke possesses the tangible traits to do those jobs really well. He's a long lever athlete who's quick and fast. And then you combine that with a hard worker who's very smart. He's got good football intelligence and can translate meetings to field and field to meetings. So he just gets better every day. And I anticipate him being an impactful player on defense this season.
Has there been a position, when you take over and you're trying to evaluate guys and your initial impressions when you first started versus now, is there a position group or group of guys that's maybe exceeded what you thought, potential-wise you had at the start?
Yeah, no, I don't, me personally, have a measuring stick. What we want to do, the objective is that each coach, including myself, that I got better today, better than I was on Monday, better than I was last Tuesday. And the players, all we want the players to do is just get better. And if everybody's getting better and all the players are improving and all the coaches are improving, then we're going to have high morale. And then if you have high morale and everybody's improving, become a hard unit to stop.
I apologize if you've been asked something similar.
Fire away. All good.
In the past, at other programs that you've been with, one of your success points has been stopping big plays. What were some of those things that you took there that you're trying to implement here to also have that be where you're not allowing those big plays?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. The main objective is to keep the points down. And the main thing that produces points is explosive plays. So we try to put the coverages together in a way to eliminate those explosive plays. And not only how we detail out our coverages, but how we call them and the call patterns and how we come in and out of coverage. But one of the other main ones is explosive play runs. So we work hard on fits and pursuit because a lot of explosive play runs are a lack of pursuit, a lack of effort, tackling, fits, and especially backside pursuit fits. So we work hard on all those things and make it a real emphasis point to work to eliminate explosive plays. Thank you.